Finding the Good Life.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Join us on Toyota's Race Week as we take you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR each weekend.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, friends, and welcome to TV8's Good Morning Vail for Monday, October the 4th, 2021. Oh boy, I'm one of your hosts today, Eric Sundblad, alongside #1 morning superstar, Maddie Evans.
Wow.
Maddie, what's good today?
That was a title. You just gave me such a kind title. Thank you, Eric.
Well, you gotta have a title.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Monday Appreciation Day.
You gotta
We love it.
bring some energy and appreciation on Monday.
Yeah, always.
I hope everybody had a lovely weekend. The peak of leaf peeping season, I would say, right, Maddie?
Oh, definitely the peak of leaf peeping season. It was beautiful in Vail this weekend. It was
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, you had your family in town, got to take them on a gondola ride, show off the high alpine awesome leaves up there. Were they impressed?
They were impressed. Bodie and Bridger, by the end of their vacation, those are my 10-year-old little brothers, were like, Mom, we're moving here. And my mom was like, that's not how this works. But okay, sure.
Most people from Utah would generally want to move here after they come to Vail for a bit.
Yeah.
I'm biased, though. What can I say? I don't know. I love it here.
I mean, who doesn't love it here?
Yeah.
And now that we're kind of into the off season, there's still a lot of great things happening around the valley. Underground Sound on Wednesday this week at the Villar Performing Arts Center, so you can go see a great show. It's Jade Bird this week, so this is the one that I've been like counting down for. Restaurant Week has kicked off. Great deals, good food.
Excellent.
Yeah.
We'll be celebrating Restaurant Week a little bit this morning with one of our guests, right?
Yes. Well, just talking about it, getting excited about it.
I'll call that a celebration. We've got El Segundo in the studio. They'll be giving us a rundown of what they'll be doing for Restaurant Week. We've also got Bravo Vail, little violin action. They're going to talk about their awesome after-school programs that they're providing our community and our little kiddos. Always important to get a musical background for the kids, you know? It really helps fire off some different neurons and connect some brain pathways, and I'd say overall promote greater intelligence amongst kids.
Yeah. And of course, Claire Noble, Vail Symposium. They've got a few more programs throughout kind of this time of year left, which is absolutely incredible. And then it's a very special day today.
It is a special day. We'll be making cupcakes because our studio manager, the lovely Danielle Turner, it is her birthday. So happy birthday, Danielle. Watching
Happy
us from in the
birthday,
control room.
Danielle. Yeah. So we're going to be making her some cupcakes. I
Yeah.
made the cupcakes already, but we're going to do the frosting for the cupcakes.
Which that's the best part anyway, is the frosting.
I've never made this frosting, so it's going to go one of two ways.
Great or great?
Really, really, really good, or we're going to be like, these aren't edible.
Oh, but you can't show me a piece of sugar that's not edible. I refuse to accept that. They'll be very edible.
Thank God. Thank God that you feel that way. Then at least they'll be eaten by you.
Yeah, absolutely.
That ice cream lasagna took you a minute, but you got through it.
Fans of Good Morning Vail will recall a show in early July where we made a treat that Maddie's mom makes her little brothers, ice cream lasagna, essentially just a bunch of ice cream sandwiches in a pan with whipped cream and chocolate. About 6 weeks later, it is finally gone, thanks to me, and thanks to Maddie, the snack angel of TV8.
Oh, I was like, I didn't really help you conquer that, but yeah, I make sure that we've got snacks.
And plenty more of that, and a celebration day
Yep.
here on Good Morning Vail. But we've got a busy show in store for you, so we're going to take a short break, come back with a look at your local weather forecast.
Good
Located in sunny San Diego, just steps from one of the most prestigious beaches in California. I'm Stephanie J. This is the Opulent Minute. Located just a half a block to La Jolla Shores Beach, this property has amazing outdoor space, which includes a large deck off the living room and decks off each bedroom. The jacuzzi on the back patio is perfect for relaxing in after a long day at the beach. I'm here with Andres, the owner of Dinner with a Chef. Tell us a bit about the services that you offer.
We offer personal chef experiences for any occasion where you're able to enjoy your guest while leaving the rest to us.
For more information, visit opulentvacations.com. The open, contemporary design, complete with marble flooring and modern appliances, make this the ultimate luxury beach accommodation. Opulent Vacations' signature concierge service is included with every reservation. I'm heading down to the beach to soak up some sun. Thanks for watching the Opulent Minute. Book now at opulentvacations.com.
Eric Sundblad with Good Morning Vail here alongside Maddie Evans. As always, Maddie, we've been having a blast bringing everyone Good Morning Vail back into their lives, but something has been missing, Maddie. Something has been missing.
I'm so excited. The watch and wins. We're giving things away.
This was the favorite part of our show back in the day. We love to give away free prizes. In just a few short weeks, we are going to be back with more watch and wins.
Historic Deerfield is significant as a site because we're an important place in American history.
All but a few of the historic houses are on their original home lots. The original town plan from the 1670s is still in place. The town retains its original scale, and in many of the houses we have objects connected to Deerfield, the Connecticut River Valley, and New England. And all of this together helps to convey a deep sense of place.
Good morning, Vail.
If you were to picture the perfect fall day, I would say it's today. You close your eyes, you imagine beautiful sunny skies, the leaves still slowly changing, maybe a cool breeze in the air. Perfect conditions for getting out on a beautiful hike or just enjoying this day anywhere around Eagle County. We are going to reach a high of 70 degrees today. It's about 3 to 6 degrees higher than normal. We've got a little bit of a high pressure front sweeping across Colorado, so that's going to keep temperatures very comfortable throughout the majority of this week. Starting off the day around 41 degrees, not a single chance of precipitation for today, so that's some wonderful news. No muddy dogs during mud season. I'm always a fan of that. Expect temperatures to reach 38 degrees overnight. Lovely sleeping conditions as well. I tell you what, you cannot beat fall here in Eagle County, and this one is showing up, no doubt about it. Panning a view out, looking at the I-70 corridor, 81 degrees in Denver, 70 in Vail, 71 Avon, and 75 further west of us in Eagle. Now that should be very consistent for the majority of this week, and then as we approach the weekend, we get into Thursday, Friday, there's high potential for a little bit of a storm system to be sweeping through Eagle County. Now, generally not expecting any snow to come out of that, but keep those fingers crossed. You just never know. So there we go with that 5-day forecast. Temperatures slowly declining as we approach the weekend, and then that storm maybe comes Friday, maybe Friday afternoon into Friday evening. Definitely Saturday is looking like the day where it's going to be a full-time cloudy and rainy day, but we got the majority of this week left to get out there and enjoy those fall leaves. I would bet by Tuesday to Wednesday next week, the majority of leaves will have fallen. So get out there and enjoy those colors while you can, folks. Now we're going to take a short break and come back with El Segundo to talk about Restaurant Week.
Good morning, Vail.
My name's James, and I've been in the market for mortgages several times over the years, so I've gone through the process with different people. And when I met Andrea, she explained to me why my current loans were subpar and how she could get better loans with better rates.
If I had to describe Andrea in one word, I think I would use the word passionate. She is very passionate about what she does and getting the right solutions for her clients, and that made her an absolute pleasure to work with.
Hi, I'm Andrea Cox. You can reach me at 435-631-9262. Call me, text me, or you can reach me at my website, andreacoxmortgage.com.
Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
Historic Deerfield is significant as a site because we're an important place in American history.
All but a few of the historic houses are on their original home lots. The original town plan from the 1670s is still in place. The town retains its original scale, and in many of the houses we have objects connected to Deerfield, the Connecticut River Valley, and New England. And all of this together helps to convey a deep sense of place.
Good morning, Vail.
Something about always having a Sunday spot makes living in this valley amazing, and I'm so excited because my Sunday spot is El Segundo. It has been all summer. They've got the most incredible patio and also the most incredible food. And we've got Ron joining us from El Segundo. He's the general manager. Ron, thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thanks for having me.
I mean, Restaurant Week, this is a big week as we're kind of appreciating the locals right now.
Yep.
And you guys have a great deal.
Yeah, we're doing one house marg and 2 tacos for 2021. So any tacos on our menu.
Which I love tacos. I love tacos. And you guys have the best variety of tacos. This is the first place I found a vegetarian taco that isn't like mind-melting hot because it's all peppers. And then the Yardbird is my personal favorite.
The Yardbird's a favorite of mine too. We actually took it off the menu for a while and there was such an outcry to bring it back, including me. I was at the forefront of that. I was like, we definitely got to bring that one back. It was one of the best ones it was one of the original ones that we put on the menu. And definitely people spoke out when we took it off.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. The ahi tuna one, all of their tacos are so good.
Yeah, the ahi tuna one is a nice little connection to our sister restaurant, Montauk. So we brought that over, just to kind of connect the two.
Wow, I actually didn't know that your sister restaurant was Montauk.
Yeah, it's the same ownership. Yeah.
That's really cool. I love learning new things about all of the great local businesses here.
Yeah, absolutely. I worked there for a very long time, and when we were opening this, they sent me over to El Segundo and just tried to keep the same vibe and everything, but a little bit more approachable, I guess,
Yeah.
as far as for the locals.
Well, and I mean, the margaritas there are great. You can do a house pitcher of margaritas, which I didn't realize until 2 weekends ago, and I was like, these are lethal. Getting a whole pitcher of a margarita, you're like...
Yeah, there's a lot of booze in there. We don't mess around.
I know, I learned the hard way.
Yeah.
Your house margaritas are great. You guys also just do an entire collection of house-made tequila cocktails, which are fabulous.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a good mango marg on there called the Island Time. We've got the Friend of the Devil is another one from the very beginning that's been very popular. It's our version of a spicy marg. That's really tasty. That's definitely one of our top sellers.
I have a family friend who always insists on having a smoke on the water.
Oh yeah, those are good too.
Yeah, just because he likes the name.
Well, we tried to keep that fun too. All of our drinks are named after like song references and music stuff. So.
Which, I mean, you guys just have a great atmosphere too. And so Restaurant Week is from the 1st to the 10th.
Right.
And are you guys anticipating being busy? Or are you recommending that people maybe make reservations?
We always appreciate reservations. We are definitely busy. We do accept walk-ins. We want to make sure that people walking around can still get in there. Like the patio is completely unreservable, so that always keeps a lot of tables open. But yeah, please make reservations because it helps us to plan the night and just gives you a guaranteed spot because you just never know. We haven't really slowed down since the summer, so it'd be definitely good to make a reservation to make sure you can get in.
Yeah, I mean, I've known from personal experience of being like, oh, we'll be fine. Like, we're just going to go sit at the bar, and then even having the bar completely full.
Yeah, definitely. It's been crazy how many people are still walking around here in October.
I know, the leaf peepers, they're here.
Yes, they are in force.
In
Yeah.
full force. But now that, I mean, the leaves are going to start to fall, as you guys are ready to transition into winter, do you put heaters out on that patio?
We do, yeah, absolutely. We had portable ones last year, and we are hoping to have them installed before the winter, like actual heaters into the rafters. That was something we've been looking into, and I'm hoping we'll have them in by the winter. That's our goal, so we think so.
I mean, that would be amazing, because
Yeah.
that would be the perfect, like, most incredible opera spot ever.
Oh yeah, when we stayed, we kept the patio open all last winter and using the portable ones, and it was totally fine. The more permanent ones would be better, but I mean, hopefully, either way, we'll have heat on there. I promise. Yeah.
I mean, and once you're like done skiing and you're drinking a margarita, you're not getting cold. You're staying nice and like balanced.
Well, yeah,
there.
you're built for it. You're dressed for it. You know, you're ready.
And I always say that, but I'm a small human and I'm always cold, so I'm always like, okay, I need hot toddies instead of margaritas.
Yeah, definitely. We had a hot chocolate drink last year on there. We try to keep something in there for those kind of people that want to have something to warm them up. Yeah, or shots of tequila always work as well.
Well, that's what my dad says too. He's like, a shot of tequila, it'll cure everything. It'll clear your sinuses, it'll keep you warm.
It's been working for me so far.
Yeah. And so people can come in right now, enjoy Restaurant Week. Also, you guys have a very large menu of not only great tacos, which is in the Restaurant Week deal, but amazing burritos. You can turn the Yardbird into a burrito or a burrito bowl.
Yeah, doing the bowl thing really opened things up. Like, people love that. We've been doing burritos, but then we did the burrito or bowl option, and everybody loves that. Like, I love that personally. It's just, even though you're getting the same amount of food, it's a nice big hearty bowl of food. It just for some reason seems like healthier than a burrito. I don't know why.
Yeah, right.
You know, but it's all the same ingredients, and it's really, really good. We have 6 different options for that. We have fajitas as well. So yeah, we kind of cover a lot of different bases there.
I know, your Brussels sprouts too. I can't even get into the Brussels sprouts there because they're my favorite.
Yeah, they're good.
I could come and just like eat those the whole time and be happy as a clam.
Yeah, absolutely. Very popular. I love those as well. They're tasty.
And so are you guys gonna do any plans to expand or reduce your menu throughout off season and then into winter?
Our chef Dimitri is always keeping, just always thinking of different tacos. He's got this ongoing list that's just ridiculous. There's so many different tacos. So I think there's always room for change. He's always trying to keep it fresh and just, just always be, current and doing new things. But then when we take the Yardbird off, people get mad, so we got to be careful what we take off to put new things on. But I know we're probably going to start running some more taco specials, because at this point we have a lot of ones that we've taken off that people like and want to see come back.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll be running specials too, just to kind of always have something unique for people that come all the time. It's something that they don't get every day.
Yeah, kind of that nice rotation of tacos. If the Yardbird and or the Southern Fried ever leave the menu, I will personally be there being like, no, this can't happen.
Well, I'm hoping, I think we might have learned our lesson on that one. I think we got to keep the Yardbird at least.
Okay, so we've been talking about it a lot. What's on a Yardbird?
So it's marinated chicken, jalapeno queso, and a corn salsa on there. Yeah, it's pretty simple, but that queso, you can't go wrong with hot cheese. Everybody loves that.
That's always the aspect of it for me that I'm like, I need this. It is so good, and it's like the best queso ever, just like thick and gooey, and oh my gosh, my mouth is watering. Can you tell how much I love this taco?
Yeah, I eat way too much of that queso, I can tell you that. It's stuff to have around. It's a temptation all the time. It's
delicious. I would imagine.
Yeah.
I would imagine. So what's the best place for people to go on and make a reservation?
Just go to our website, elsegundovanil.com. And you can go on there. We're connected to Open Table through there, or you can always call us.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And what are your hours right now?
Noon to 10 every day. We're still same hours as before. Yeah,
Perfect.
Always.
Amazing, especially going into this off season. It's important because sometimes people walk through the village at like 8:30 and can't find food anywhere.
Oh yeah, and a lot of things shut down around 9 o'clock. That's kind of it, So we have that extra hour to catch the late diners, and yeah, it's been working out pretty good. Yeah.
But good to know, because now I can, when people are like, where should I go? I'll be like, oh, you can go to El Segundo until 10.
Yep, absolutely, every day.
And get some food. Ron, thank you so much for coming in this morning and giving us all this great information.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Make sure that you check out El Segundo Restaurant Week. 2 tacos and a margarita for $20.21. There's literally no better time of year than Restaurant Week here in Vail. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to go to the kitchen and start this whole cupcake process.
Good morning, Vail.
My name's James, and I've been in the market for mortgages several times over the years, so I've gone through the process with different people. And when I met Andrea, she explained to me why my current loans were subpar and how she could get better loans with better rates.
If I had to describe Andrea in one word, I think I would use the word passionate. She is very passionate about what she does and getting the right solutions for her clients, and that made her an absolute pleasure to work with.
Hi, I'm Andrea Cox. You can reach me at 435-631-9262. Call me, text me, or you can reach me at my website, andreacoxmortgage.com.
Beautiful sandy beaches and lush tropical gardens make San Diego the perfect destination for your next luxury getaway. I'm Stephanie J. This is the Opulent Minute. This home has amazing charm and style. You'll feel refreshed in this La Jolla Shores beauty. I'm here with Lauren, the owner of Pop-Up Picnic Co. Tell us about the services you offer.
We're a luxury picnic service. Our claim to fame is one-stop picnic experience that we bring throughout San Diego.
Book Pop-Up Picnic Co. through our concierge services page on opulentvacations.com. The open concept living and dining room easily flow to a comfortable and inviting deck. The enclosed and spacious yard provide plenty of room for outdoor entertainment, with easy access to some of the best shopping and dining San Diego has to offer. Whether it's relaxing on the property or enjoying fun activities at the beach, the Shores Retreat La Jolla has something for everyone. Thanks for watching the Opulent Minute. Book now at opulentvacations.com.
Historic Deerfield is significant as a site because we're an important place in American history.
All but a few of the historic houses are on their original home lots. The original town plan from the 1670s is still in place. The town retains its original scale, and in many of the houses we have objects connected to Deerfield, the Connecticut River Valley, and New England. And all of this together helps to convey a deep sense of place.
Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
Good morning, Vail.
Celebration day here at TV8 as we celebrate Danielle Turner's birthday here. I think 21st, 22nd. She's a young one. We're all kids here. So we wanted to allow Maddie to use her fabulous baking skills and show off some incredible cupcakes. Now, as I understand it, this is the first time you've done this particular variety of cupcakes, right?
Yeah. This is, like I said, it's going to be real hit or miss here.
Okay. So what's the challenge with this variation of cupcake?
That I've never made this cream cheese frosting before.
Okay.
And it could either be super, like I said, super, super good, or it just could not fluff up like we need it to.
Now, what makes this frosting such a challenge in the sense that it won't fluff up correctly?
I feel like when I use a lot of things like butter and cream cheese and heavy whipping cream together, it just sometimes it gets so heavy that it's hard to get it to fluff up. But now we're gonna just whip these guys for a minute.
So the Oreo is an expert level of frosting. What's a beginner level frosting?
Any kind of glaze, just powdered sugar, melted butter, and then whatever flavor you're throwing in there.
Okay. And then the chunks make it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, I mean, I'm genuinely curious about what's taking place here, so we'll see.
I love cooking and not knowing what's about to come out of it. I also love the mesmerizing effect of a KitchenAid. Look at that thing go.
I know.
Yeah.
Amazing right now. This thing's kind of loud, though.
Have you ever done filled cupcakes?
We just had this conversation. No, but I would...
Well, we didn't have it on television.
That's true. I would love to try it. Okay, so now, as my sous chef here, we need 3.5 cups powdered sugar.
Okay, that's a doable thing.
Okay, but we can't add it all at once.
It's got to, is it one of those like you got to put it in while the thing is mixing?
Yes, just because we don't want to get it everywhere.
Is it like the tightly compacted powdered sugar? Sometimes the recipes say to do that.
No, I mean, we can keep it pretty loose on this guy.
There's one.
Thank you.
Spin, spin, KitchenAid, spin.
You gotta go so slow though, because powdered sugar makes such a mess. I cannot tell you the amount of times I've worn powdered sugar.
Yeah, I've worn a lot of powdered sugar eating it, especially around Christmas time. You know, a lot of Christmas cookies have powdered sugar on it, and I just go to town, and then before you know it, your pants are just ruined.
Your pants are just ruined. Of course, we have to add vanilla. Vanilla makes everything better.
Why doesn't vanilla just taste good, though? It doesn't taste like vanilla. It makes things taste good, but it itself does not taste good.
Have you tried to just eat vanilla, drink vanilla?
It said vanilla. I thought it was going to be vanilla. I was wrong. Don't do that, folks. Do not drink vanilla. Who knows why?
Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. Ew, that's bold.
Yeah, well, you know. So you have your little brothers in town this weekend.
Yes.
Are they fans of comic book stuff? Characters, movies, things of that nature?
Not really.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
But I know you are, so what are we talking about right now?
Well, I was going to say, you know, I saw Venom 2 last evening, and they should not see that. Nor should anybody. But if you do want to go see it, the post-credit scene does set up some lovely MCU tie-ins, which is, of course, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Venom right now, part of Sony's association with Marvel. Sony owns the rights to the Spider-Man characters.
Can I have one more cup of powdered sugar?
Well, I don't have the cup.
There you go.
Thank you. So, you know, the in-credit scene kind of tied everything together and brought Venom into the MCU, so that's exciting. But
That
the
is
movie
exciting.
itself, I tell you know, comic book movies aren't known for their character development, but this one does just an amazing job of not developing anything. It just kind of puts people into places. You said 3.5, right?
Yeah, just rough eyeball that half a cup.
Okay.
We're good.
Yeah. So it was entertaining though. You know, I went to the Riverwalk Theater. Pretty mellow there still, but they've turned themselves kind of into Cinebistro, where you can get drinks and food.
I know.
They've got great pulled pork sandwiches. Great hot dogs.
They also have soft serve ice cream, and that's important because nowhere in this valley has soft serve ice cream.
That's true, yeah. We only have the like creameries
I know.
in Vail. All right. Sell some ice cream, a little theater action.
Now we're just gonna let this whip for a second.
Yeah.
And then once this is done whipping, we'll fold in some Oreo chunks. So we'll just do it slowly. And then I was gonna pipe them on there, but I just don't know how well the piping is gonna work.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed in that, but we'll see. We'll probably just spoon it on.
Yeah, the only reason is because I didn't food process the Oreos. So without the food processor, the chunks aren't very fine. Because I would rather have the chunks be there and happy and great than not. You know?
I would rather have happy chunks.
Yeah. All right.
Speaking of powdered sugar's a mess. I did not responsible for that mess at all. It's the powdered sugar's fault.
Okay. I believe you.
Your brothers are fans of hockey, though.
Yes.
Yes. Do you think your brothers have Amazon Prime?
They do. Our mom is an Amazon Primer.
There is an incredible new documentary that focuses on last season's Toronto Maple Leafs. And even for somebody who's been a longtime NHL fan, was the most intriguing thing I maybe have seen in this year. It was like, looks inside the general manager's office as he's talking to players and coaches and negotiating at the trade deadline. Tons of locker room access. It was really, really cool. So they should definitely check that out.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
What did you do this weekend besides watch movies?
I was at multiple sports games, and then I was making the scoreboard in here. So it was a Battle Mountain soccer game yesterday, And then Vail Mountain School volleyball game on, or rather Saturday I was at Battle Mountain for soccer, and then Vail Mountain School volleyball Friday, and I was making the television cupcakes for sports yesterday. It was good stuff, Maddie. And of course, Minnie's the pup is enjoying this fall weather.
Yeah, so is Beatrice. Look, I have Beatrice on my apron. That looks just like her.
It does.
It's amazing.
It's a big white dog.
I know, I love it.
Yeah, that's a good addition to your wardrobe here.
This is the most important part of my wardrobe. Look, there she is. There's Beatrice. One day I filled up these pockets with treats for her.
Oh, she's jumping all over you, huh?
No, she wasn't. She doesn't do that. She's too well behaved. Okay. So real quick, we're gonna just see. I feel like this is a pretty good texture. Do you want to try it?
Yeah, of course.
You want to be my dummy?
I am. That is what I am.
How is it?
It's very frosting-y. I back it.
All right, cool. Well, that's what we wanted.
Yeah, I don't really have ideas for improvement.
Perfect. I'm gonna grab a plate. Ooh. These are all for Danielle for her birthday.
I don't know if she wants to eat all of them. Maybe we'll get a couple.
I think she should, yeah, distribute them how she pleases. Oh man, okay. So the only issue with the cupcake recipe, this was a new recipe. And sometimes baking at elevation messes with you a little bit.
Yeah, you were saying that this morning.
Yeah, so I added some more flour to these because that's normally what you do in the case of baking at elevation, and it has made the tops of them very tacky, but the middle of them is very airy. They're an interesting texture.
Well, I think the thing with high elevation baking is that it ends up very dry and flat.
Yeah.
And these are neither dry nor flat, so I'd say you did a good job there.
Yeah, they're just a little bit tacky. Will you hand me a
spoon?
Yeah, sure.
Spoon might be better.
Okay, well, that spoon's for you because I have a spoon.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Get that nice and stirred up.
I know, there's powdered sugar everywhere. It's everywhere. It takes over. All right.
Give me one of these suckers. Oh, they feel nice.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm glad that the texture is appropriate.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the chunky frosting is going to be the better choice.
Yeah, you know, I was like, we could pipe this on here, but...
Well, I was excited about that, but that's okay.
Do you want to try it? We could try it.
No,
we'll take a short break.
It's back there.
We'll take a short break and come back and see if we can pipe it on.
All right.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi, everyone. We're super excited about something that we're bringing you, Eric. TV8's got some new stuff happening.
It's amazing stuff, Maddie. Did you know that Eagle County has totally lacked any good high school sports coverage, essentially for the existence of the county? You've had great newspaper write-ups, but you haven't had any good film content, and that's where the scoreboard comes into play. I will be at as many games as I possibly can throughout Eagle County. I'm going to be giving you SportsCenter-style highlights for these games and exclusive athlete interviews, and you get this lovely host coming on, talking about sports as well. You really can't beat it. It's the scoreboard. It premieres every Monday night at 6 p.m. and then on YouTube at 6 p.m. the following day. And you can always check us out at thescoreboardnation.com. You know what, Maddie? If you can't catch the score, you can always catch the scoreboard.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that.
Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
Good morning, Vail.
We have got a ton of great organizations up here providing concerts to our valley, but not a lot that are providing musical education to our youth, or a combination of both. I'm happy to be here with Amara Sperber from Bravo Vail. Thank you so much for joining me, Amara. How are you doing this morning?
Thanks, I'm great. Thank you.
You've got a heck of a setup here too. Look at these fancy guys. So we've got some violins here that we're going to get to, but first I kind of want to touch on Bravo Vail and what they're providing to the community.
Yeah, so Bravo Vail's mission, part of our mission is to foster music education and a lifelong appreciation for the arts. And so a lot of our community knows about our summer festival, where we bring in the best musicians from all over the world and the country to perform here in Vail. But what a lot of people don't know about is that we also have an after-school program for kids across the Eagle County Valley. So we provide after-school violin lessons and piano lessons.
Oh, and getting classical music into a young child's brain can really help create different, not thought processes, but it opens up different neural pathways.
Yeah, and the reason our program is so important is that it does fill a huge gap in this community for music education. As of last year, there's 9 elementary schools in the county, and only 2/3 of those elementary schools, either had no music teacher or only a part-time music teacher. So a lot of the kids in our county are barely getting access to music education.
Yeah, it's been a bummer the past, I'd say 20 years, seeing music in schools just gradually decline to where now at least you guys are around as an outside organization to help fill that gap.
Absolutely.
And the program is Hacienda Musica.
Yeah,
right?
The program is called Music Makers Hacienda Musica, and we recently went through like a rebranding of that title, and you know, over 50% of kids in this county identify with an ethnicity that is not Caucasian, so it's really important to us to be to have our program reflect the community that we live in.
Yeah, absolutely. And so one of the things you do, violin and piano.
Yes.
So are you going into the schools to teach violin, or who is?
Yeah, so I'm the programs coordinator, but I also teach 4 of the violin classes, 2 beginners and 2 returning violin classes. So.
Okay. So let's see how we can do here. I am a complete novice at violin, but I am a sponge.
Okay.
I love to absorb information. So,
awesome.
Yeah, give me some tips or some pointers or some help on beginner violin here.
Okay, so the first thing you're gonna want to do is stand nice and tall and straight. And so
I'm not tall, that's a problem.
well, you hold yourself tall, and then so you're gonna take the violin, and if I could turn towards you, I could help you put it on your shoulder.
Okay.
Yeah, so you want to turn towards me a little bit. Great. And then you're gonna put your violin right on the shoulder, and then your head kind of works as like a mechanism to keep the violin weighted on your shoulder.
Okay.
So if you want to turn your nose a little bit towards here and then keep that heavy head down on the violin. And so what I tell my students is that if your heavy head is down, then you will be able to hold the violin with no hands. That looks really nice. So, yep, and then you can put this hand. Great, so that actually looks really good. So that's your violin holds. The bow hold is a little bit more tricky.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is take your hand and kind of flop it over the over the bow like that.
Should my fingers be on the strings?
Your fingers should just kind of be draping over the stick like this.
Like
and if you want to step back just a little bit, yeah. That looks great. Your violin hold looks really nice. And I have kids hold the violin hold for like multiple minutes, so you should just kind of hang out there, and then you're gonna turn your, yeah, that's great.
Okay.
So you kind of have this grip on the bow. I know.
This thumb isn't opposable, so if
I
you're
know
wondering why my thumb isn't doing what it should.
The thumb is always the tricky part, and so then the bow goes right on top of the violin like that. And if you want to just hold that and kind of feel your posture, that's actually really good. So you have a nice alignment of your violin.
Thanks, Guitar Hero.
And you have a nice alignment of your bow. So yeah, so then to move the bow, you kind of move from this part of your arm, your lower arm.
So it's all like...
Yeah, it's just from your lower...
It's just at the elbow then?
Exactly.
Okay.
So you move from the elbow, and you can kind of see that the horsehair is kind of dragging on the string. And it's a very gentle motion. Yep. That's actually pretty good. So you're actually getting a really specialized lesson because most of my second graders do not hold the violin and bow on their first day. Like, it takes them months to work up to this. So.
Oh, well, there's just little tykes, at least.
So I can teach you one little rhythm that we play in class. It sounds like this. Okay, so it kind of has like...
So it looked like you were mainly hitting the middle and the bottom string here with that?
I was just hitting the A string, so that's this middle string right here. So I'm going to do it with you once, and it sounds like... Good, and you want to kind of just feel your natural weight of the arm on the... That's right. So you want to go faster. That's what my students want to do too.
So is it mostly the bow then and not fingers holding notes, or is it a combo of both?
Yeah, so you just learned the bow. The first song that my students learn is Twinkle, and so I can maybe show you the first couple notes of Twinkle, which sounds like... So you're going to need your first finger actually for this note. And so the first note is on the A string, so we can play the A string here. The second note is on the E string, so you have to flip over to the higher string. The third note, you're going to have to put this finger on the tiniest string. That's right. And you want to leave your wrist back just a little bit. That's right. And then the last note is the E string again, E, which is the top note. Yeah. That's actually really good.
Okay, we're getting there.
That's a good start.
Look at that. You guys do so great bringing that into the kids. So if people wanted to support Bravo Vail, I know you've got an art walk coming up in Eagle, but how else can they support this great program?
Well, yeah, our art walk is this coming Friday, October 8th in Eagle, and we're going to have student performers from 5 to 6:30. So definitely come check out some violin and piano performers at the art walk. You can visit bravovail.org/musicmakers for more info on our programs, and then definitely keep an eye out for our summer programming throughout June, July, and August. We'll have Little Listeners at the library and community concerts. Awesome. So yeah, we hope to see more people there.
Such good stuff, Amara. Well, have a great winter helping out the kids, learning some music. This was fabulous. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank
and
you.
Support Bravo Vail to help keep music in our schools. They're one of the few organizations doing that here in Eagle County. So much love to Bravo Vail. And I'm going to go learn some more violin here. We're going to take a short break and come back with more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
With its world-famous sandy beaches, stunning postcard views, and a laid-back beach town vibe, welcome to San Diego. I'm Stephanie J. This is the Opulent Minute. Escape today to Whitefield Vistas in La Jolla. Originally built in 1928, this recently remodeled estate maintains its quaint classic feel while impressing with its rustic modern charm and bright decor. I'm here with Sarah with Toddlers Travels. Tell us a little bit about what services you provide.
We're a full-service baby and beach equipment rental company for travelling families coming to San Diego, so you can travel hassle-free with young children.
Book now through our concierge services page on opulentvacations.com. Renowned master architect Russell Forrester designed the living room and downstairs suite, as well as the expansive decks surrounded by tropical gardens with an ocean view. This home is perfect for your next luxury vacation. Thanks for watching the Opulent Minute. Book now at opulentvacations.com.
Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
My name's James, and I've been in the market for mortgages several times over the years, so I've gone through the process with different people. And when I met Andrea, she explained to me why my current loans were subpar and how she could get better loans with better rates.
If I had to describe Andrea in one word, I think I would use the word passionate. She is very passionate about what she does and getting the right solutions for her clients, and that made her an absolute pleasure to work with.
Hi, I'm Andrea Cox. You can reach me at 435-631-9262. Call me, text me, or you can reach me at my website, andreacoxmortgage.com.
Historic Deerfield is significant as a site because we're an important place in American history.
All but a few of the historic houses are on their original home lots. The original town plan from the 1670s is still in place. The town retains its original scale, and in many of the houses we have objects connected to Deerfield, the Connecticut River Valley, and New England. And all of this together helps to convey a deep sense of place.
You can always find something to fuel your brain or maybe prepare you for something that could possibly happen in our future. And the Vail Symposium does a great way of bringing that all together and bringing light to kind of all of these different aspects. And I've got Claire Noble here from the Vail Symposium joining me this morning. Claire, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me on. Have a question for you.
Yes.
Do you remember seeing any of these worst case survival guides?
No, because I'm too scared.
Well, they've apparently been coming out for like the last 20 years.
Yeah.
And they're sort of funny, but they also give good advice. But for things that probably will never happen to you, like how to get out of quicksand, or how to escape killer bees coming after you. But they're really fun, and they have, I think, about 13 versions out. They even have worst case survival guide for middle school. And just so I was thinking about that because we have a program coming up this week on disaster preparedness. And I saw some statistics like, only 52% of Americans have 3 days supply of water. And, somewhere about that, families have a predetermined rally point. And I'm like, no and no. and so I'm glad somebody else is thinking about disaster preparedness because I'm not really thinking about it. And, I think here the thing that is on most people's mind is fire. But this past weekend was a good example, an unfortunate example of this oil spill in Southern California that's threatening Huntington Beach and Newport Beach. And while we don't really have oil and gas exploration going on or drilling going on in Eagle County, we do have Interstate 70, so we do have hazardous materials. So that just gives you an example of yet a different kind of disaster that we have to be thinking about.
Which I honestly had never even thought of a disaster happening here just because I've lived here for so long and it's always just like happy and sunshine and rainbows here. Until I started talking to you about it last week and then was at the Eagle County Animal Shelter and was like, if something happened, I wouldn't have food for my dog unless I stock up on it now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, food and water. And in the event of a disaster, do you have a way of getting the dogs in, your car ready to go? And, like a to-go bag if something were to happen. And it's not even that. It's just even thinking about if I had to leave in an hour, what would I take? like I feel like I'd just be running around the house, like grabbing random things.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I could use this, or this is important to me. So I think what was kind of the positive thing that came out of putting this program together is that when I talked to Birch Barron, who's the emergency management director for Eagle County, I said, well, I want to do this webinar. Who should we have on it? And he gave me like a dozen names of people. I'm like, I can't have a dozen people on a webinar. Nobody will get very much time to speak.
Yeah.
So we whittled it down, but the fact that there's so many people in Eagle County thinking about worst case scenarios and sort of preparing for them actually made me feel a little bit better, okay? Not that I want to, you know, I should get let off for slacking off and not like preparing in my own little world, but in the big picture, there's a lot of people. The other thing I was thinking about this weekend, so when this whole thing started going down on Sunday, they started, you know, breaking in with, you know, breaking news. And one of the first briefings was with somebody from the Coast Guard.
Yeah.
And it's like the Coast Guard was on it. And that also made me think, well, at what point does the federal government, agencies like the Forest Service, get involved in our disasters?
Yeah.
And I'm sure that some disasters, one person takes charge, and other disasters, it's somebody else. You know, for example, in fire, is it the sheriff or is it Carl Bauer, who's the Eagle River Fire Protection District? Because the sheriff actually does have, so that's a great example. That's the Lake Christine fire from 2018, and that's basalt. So that's how close that fire got to basalt. That's the Grizzly Creek fire from last year. That burned nearly 32,000 acres and of course continues to wreak havoc on Interstate 70. And there's the Sylvan Lake fire, you know, the fire right behind Sylvan Lake, which was on September 9th, which is the latest update I've seen, it was 90% contained.
Wow.
So that's, you know, a month ago, it was just at 90% containment.
That one was insane because it just started so quickly and spread so quickly.
And then just recently, they had the Ptarmigan fire over in Summit County. So certainly fire is something that really kind of stalks us in a way that I don't remember it doing before. And I know that fire is a problem in the West, but you know, for somebody who's, you know, I've spent just about every summer here since 2004, I don't remember fires getting this close to us, and I don't remember smelling smoke or all summer long.
No, and that's been something that has been so challenging here. Especially, do you remember like 2 summers ago when it was all of a sudden raining ash in Vail Village?
Yeah.
And it was like, oh my gosh, it is so close that my white car was then gray.
Yeah.
From it all. It was insane.
Yeah, it's, you know, so that's just one of the many things that we kind of have to prepare for. And then kind of the knock-on effect of that. Like, since the Grizzly Creek fire, now we have mudslides.
All the time.
In Glenwood Canyon. And then we also had a mudslide, not even from fire, through Avon. So that, you know, I was like, well, who takes charge in a situation like that? And then earlier in the summer, you may recall, they had that building collapse in Florida.
Yep.
You know, and so our panel has law enforcement, Sheriff Van Beek, fire, Carl Bauer, but Steve Vardaman from the paramedic services, because obviously in a building collapse, you're going to need those guys on the scene as well.
Yeah, quickly too, because that was devastating when that took place, because it was, I mean, an entire building, people, dogs, children, all just in there as it happened.
It's really, really scary. And, you know, you hate to think about these sorts of things happening in our community, but they could happen. So we have to prepare for them. I just want to bring up one thing from a program we had a couple of weeks ago. We had an environmental program, and we had the segment on beavers. I just can't let this go. Because the thing about the beavers is there used to be so many of them in North America. And what they do when they build their ponds with all of their channels is that acts as a fire break, and it also acts as a fire sanctuary.
Yeah.
So for animals that are in that area that are fleeing the fire, they can get to those beaver areas, and there's an area where it's more humid, much wetter, and they have a better chance of surviving the fire. because that's the other thing that happens with all of these fires is it destroys habitat, and any animals in that habitat are sort of pushed out into other habitats. And so it stresses other habitats as well.
Well, and not only that, but there were videos of like bears and their cubs coming down because they didn't have a place to be, that were just right there in the midst of everything, which is insane.
Yeah, I mean, how disorienting for the animal, because not only are they sort of leaving these fire areas, oftentimes they're running into humans that they don't really want to be around.
Yeah, they're like, what are we doing here? We are not friends. I don't love this.
No, so I'm really looking forward to that program. It's this Thursday night. It's a webinar, so it's going to last from 6 until 7. People can go to vailsymposium.org to sign up for that program.
Oh my gosh, Claire, thank you so much for coming in and giving us all of this great information. We are out of time, but you're going to come in next week to give us the next webinar or lecture that you guys have in person.
Yeah, we have 5 more programs left in our season, in our summer season.
Amazing. Claire, thank you again for coming in. Make sure that you go to vailsymposium.org to check out the entire lineup of events, or tune in every Monday because Claire Noble comes in to give us so much great information about the upcoming events that they have. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got just a teeny tiny little bit more Good Morning Vail left.
Good morning, Vail.
Eric Stundblad with Good Morning Vail here alongside Maddie Evans as always. Maddie, we've been having a blast bringing everyone Good Morning Vail back into their lives, but something has been missing, Maddie. Something has been missing.
I'm so excited. The watch and wins. We're giving things away.
This was the favorite part of our show back in the day. We love to give away free prizes. In just a few short weeks, we are going to be back with more watch and wins.
Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
Well, hello, friends. Eric Stundblad here from the Scoreboard. If you're looking for the best place to catch all the updates on your Eagle County sports, well, that's right here on TV8 on the Scoreboard or thescoreboardnation.com. We're bringing you the Battle Mountain Huskies, Eagle Valley Devils, Vail Mountain School Gore Rangers, and your Vail Yeti hockey team, plus plenty more here on the Scoreboard.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
Well, thanks for joining us on this gorgeous Monday. Get out there and enjoy leaf peeping season while you can. Make yourself some of these delightful cupcakes, too. I hope it got you in the mood for cupcakes. These are so good. So good. I had one during the Vail Symposium interview. They're great.
I know. I'm very happy that you're so encouraging because I was like, okay, I give these a solid maybe 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10. Not my favorite recipe that I've ever made. So happy birthday, Danielle.
Happy birthday, Danielle. Any cupcake chefs out there, don't disparage yourself. A cupcake's going to be good no matter what. You're all doing great. Tune in every Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. for more Good Morning Vail.
Coming up right now, no, it's not a Florida man story, but a Florida animal story. See which furry friends are with